Let's get to know you, Mr. Jamilu.
Okay, my name is Jamilu and I want to first of all say thank you to R4M. Thank you to Prolific for leading the team and for the great job you guys are doing. I've watched your videos on YouTube, I've followed you guys. So this is great content you are creating, and I'm sure a lot of people will do well to follow it, listen to it. There's value in it. A lot of lessons you'll pick from people who have um, had experiences, who have been in this thing called marriage. I get you get great value. No two marriage is the same at all. There's no template to it.
Yeah.
Honestly, there's no template to it. It's when you enter into it that you learn a lot of things. You will know basic principles, but most importantly, you have to walk your own walk, and you only be trusting God to help you to go through it, and that you will have all what love means in its true essence for you to get through marriage. So thank you very much. For me, my basic introduction is I'm just a simple person. He tried to hype me, but there's there's not much to it. I'm just trying to live my best life. I'm trying to do the much I can do to impact, to touch as much people as I can before my time is up. And as God has enabled me, I put my hands in a lot of things. I do trainings a lot on leadership. I do trainings on organizational development because I have a master's in that field. I also have a master's in peace and conflict, so I also do advocacy programs around peace building. So there's a lot to me. I do a lot actually because I'm somebody that loves learning. So I can really tell you that I have a lot of skills. Some of them I'm not even using it. I don't want because it's not something I do every day. But I don't like to be stalked. Maybe that's why. So you can find me learning a lot of things. So it's not. I think a few of your people here who have been to my house, once you enter my house, you know it's a learning environment. Everywhere you turn, there are books. So that's the kind of person I am. And but I'm very simple. I don't like stress, like necessary, unnecessary. I try to reduce it to the minimum. So that's just about me.
Awesome.
Yeah, thank you.
Awesome, awesome. That comes from someone who's trying to be, who is simple, but can't deny the fact that there's a whole lot. It's like when you just look at meat pie and you just see the dough. The ingredients stuffed in it, and we're really honored to have you. But my comical mind is just thinking. Now, this is my comical mind. My comical mind is just thinking. You're into peace and conflict resolution. Is that why you're this calm?
Not really. You realize it as that.
Don't mind me. It's just my comical mind because I'm like me. I like violence. That means I won't do it, But that's just me thinking,
Actually, maybe if you see me in a working environment, yeah, I can try to be, but I can be serious minded also, and I don't take mediocrity. So kind of sometimes people will see me as coming off harsh in the work environment because I demand excellence. Like I will push you literally. If I know that you can do something, you can do this better, and I see you're not doing it better, I will push you. So sometimes you might not like me for that. You will think as if maybe I'm not being so. But sometimes I try to also watch it so that not everybody is coming from where you're coming or understands from. So you have to be gentle with people also, know how to guide them in love. At the end, you will have to touch people's heart before you will get them to use their hands to give you value.
Thank you so much. And we're already diving into what we have for today. So, so we talked about what you do and who you are. Now, I was going to think of building up to a particular point of your life that is quite sensitive. So, permit me, you said your safe place, right? So we could just dive in. Yeah, all right. So let's just dive in. Okay, so Ready for Marriage, we basically prepare people, we bridge the knowledge gap basically because people are just crazy about the butterflies. Want to meet somebody, oh, she's beautiful. Oh, I like his deep baritone voice, like Barry White and all that. But so I'm curious. What was your love life? What is your love life like? With all of these things you have to do, how are you able to juggle your love life?
So it's a matter of making time for what you value and what you want. So I try to shift activities and priorities within the context of the larger thing that I see life to be. You know, in the end, you can pursue success, you can pursue everything, career growth, pursue whatever. But if you don't have somebody to share it with, man, in the end, you can just come out to an empty house.
Yeah.
It won't make any meaning to you, you know.
Yeah.
So sometimes it's good for you to, when you do this, why are you doing it in the end? You know, that's one. Secondly, is do you have somebody you can really come and share your happy moments with, your sad moments, with somebody who will actually understand you, somebody who can be your safe space. Even when, as much as you are a safe space, you need a safe space also.
Sure.
So home should be that kind of place, and then there should be somebody there to, a partner who you can really say yes, the person is making home what it is. So for me, I think that's how I viewed life. So that has helped me to be able to juggle having a relationship, at the same time pursuing the things that you want to pursue, because as a man you have to also provide, you have to come to a place where you take up responsibility. It's not only about provision, it's also about contributing something to society. Yes, so that's how I see it. So I see every work I do as contributing my little quota to the development of Nigeria as a whole. So it's a mission for me. I don't just want to work for the sake of working. It's not about getting money and all that. Yeah. So I've worked for free. Yeah, my first job was volunteering. I started volunteering. So most of the things I did that added to my CV were first volunteer jobs before I actually got paid job. Funny enough, I worked for government for close to 2 years. It was free. They were paying me a dime. It was after that close to 2 years that I was actually formally employed. So, you know, yeah, all these things come into play. And then from there, I built, got into a relationship, got married. Unfortunately, it didn't work out. Yeah, that's the sad part of it. After about a year, 10 months, the marriage fell apart. So, and up to this day, these 4 years down the line, we're in between divorce, we're in court, a lot of scandals in between happening. And I have a child who will be 5 years this month on the 13th. I have not seen her in 4 years. Yeah, so
Really heartbreaking.
yeah, there's always so much you can do. And as we said, it takes two people to make a relationship work, you know. You can't do it all by yourself. If the other person is not willing, there's nothing you can do. You can prepare. I tell people you can prepare, you can do all what it is, but sometimes not everybody will. That's why, you know, what you guys are doing at Ready for Marriage is actually good. You know, you have to be ready for it.
And you have to also get a prepared person too.
You have to get somebody who is also willing and working on themselves to be prepared for that journey. Because it's not a sprint. Marriage is not a sprint. It's a marathon. It's something that you come. And unfortunately, that marathon is not the one that has a finish line. It's only till death do you part. So, but many people don't actually do. And then, you know, it comes. And then sometimes you can prepare. And then things will happen. So even on the journey, you have to keep learning.
Yeah.
It's not something that you stop once you have entered into it and you stop. No, you have to keep learning. You will learn every day. In fact, you will never truly know the person, no matter how much you date somebody. If you date somebody for 10, 11 years, honestly, it won't matter when you get into marriage. You know why? Because until you stay with that person day in, day out in the same house, you will truly know somebody. And it will take you a minimum of 5 years to understand the person, 10 years to become friends. After 10 years, if you survive that first 10 years, you guys will last in the marriage. Yes, you have the higher chance, as the statistics shows, you have a higher chance of succeeding in the marriage for life. Not that because things don't happen, people don't still break up even after 10 years, yeah, but it's always slimmer when you have gotten to that point. So that's
I'm curious. I'm curious. You said something about, which is true. You said something about having a home, being able to do a whole lot as a man, not just providing for family, but being able to make contribution to society. And then you're able to come back home, not just come to a house with a woman, but you come back home. So now I'm curious, if I'm to have my safe place, right, in my woman, for instance, and I do all I have to do out there, I should be excited, wanting to come back home. And this safe place should also find his safe place at home, not just in a house. So I'm curious, with how you're driven for impact, are you able, on a scale of 1 to 10, how would you rate your impact, your success in society, as opposed to your personal relationship? Do you think you did more before you got married, or do you think, you know, the challenges you had, made you step back a bit? What was it like?
Okay, for me, I think for a time when all that happened, because it has to do with crisis, and then you have to step back when certain things happen, and then reevaluate, come to a place where you try to find healing, go through the process of healing, because it was never an easy journey. That's the truth. When people say a broken relationship is better than a broken marriage, yeah, you get to find out. You would think as if heartbreak is the ultimate thing when you are not married to somebody and you boyfriend girlfriend relationship and you feel that's heartbreak. Wait until you are married and actually you have to go through that process of. We're not praying for that, but life happens, and if it happens, what do you do? You know that when somebody breaks a outside relationship, it's child's play compared to when you commit to somebody and then it doesn't work out. That thing can really take a toll on you. Sometimes you need to trust God to have a support system around, maybe family, close friends who can be there for you. Sometimes it's not because they will need to say anything to you. Just sometimes to just sit with you and listen. I had people who then just sat down with me. We didn't say a word to them, and there were times where I was just by myself, you know, trying to go through the process, to process what is happening to me, what I'm going through, and all that. So, all these things happened. It's not enough to say you're a strong man. You think, no, okay. I didn't go into it because I just wanted to get married. I love the person who I got married to. I was invested in it. So it wasn't something that was a wishful thinking or just something I wanted to do. No, you know. But it happened, and life happened. Honestly, I'm not. People see me and they are like, "You are not. You're doing okay. You seem okay. You're not even. If it's them, this happened to you. They don't know how they are going to feel." I was like, "Come on. It's not. Don't think as if I'm all strong and all that. I've gone through the process of grieving everything that's happened to me. I've tried to process. I've asked myself questions, and there are places and things I know I did right. The things I didn't do right. I try to also look at what was it that I didn't do right and everything so that I can be better myself and all that. So in the end, is I ask myself, did I really do wrong in the sense of actual wrong to my ex, or before God also did I do anything wrong, and all that. And when you're able to settle those questions in your heart, that self-evaluation, it helps you be a better person. And one of the things you have to do is your faith. It doesn't matter whether you're a Christian or a Muslim. You should, or a traditionalist, I would say, but you believe in something, in some God. Now, for me, I'm a Christian, so I believe in God. So I held on to God within that time frame, and I said, okay, help me through this process. I can't even understand what's happening really. Why has this come to be? I never saw this as something that I want to be part of my life, but it is what it is. So
I have a nagging question on my mind, but before that question, I just want to let me prognosticate. One of the questions I am going to ask later is we're going to talk just a little. It's not really exactly our jurisdiction, but we're going to touch on it a bit. And it's about our justice system, right? It's about our justice system because I understand that as adults, you have a right to make decisions. And sometimes relationship work, sometimes they don't. However, a child shouldn't suffer for certain things, right? So we're going to come to the justice system where we talk about, going, you said 4 years and counting? 4 years. And by 2 years, if you're separated,
yeah, it should be. I think I saw somewhere in the Matrimonial Act law.
it can be
Automatically,
dissolved
yes, it's
after 2 years. So this is about 4 years. All right. So yeah, the challenges you guys have as adults, I don't want to say it's bound to happen, but it sometimes happens. So, but we're going to talk about the justice system, why we will have to go 4 years. and then I can't see my child. I mean, the child is not responsible for what's going on, but that's for later. So I have this question for singles. You were already delving into it when you talked about self-evaluation. So I want you to get a little bit more vulnerable with us. What did you finally find out that was an oversight on your part? I mean, you've done what you think you should do. Like you said, you can't really know a person totally. But then you got into the marriage, and looking in retrospect, what do you think you could have done better? And this is not apportioning blame, no. This is just about from a point of self-evaluation. What do you think you could have done better that that you want to tell single people out there?
Okay. I think for me, my advice for single people will be you really have to ask yourself some pertinent questions. You might not like the answers you get, but they will help you to avoid walking into a bad marriage. I used to tell people that you can actually avoid walking into a bad marriage. I'm thinking of, I'm actually an author. I've written 2 books, so I'm thinking of writing another book, How Not to Walk into a Bad Marriage, um, sharing some life lessons. Because I know people who have also had issues, and for me, I would say you really have to first look at the person, where are they coming from, their family structure. Or, yeah, because somebody who has not known what a healthy family is, it will really take the grace of God for them to build one. It will be difficult for them to hold marriage as an institution in high value or even have any respect for the institution. It will be easier for that kind of person to walk out of a marriage than to stay and fix it.
Sure.
So you see, I tell people, if you don't find a person who is going to say, when we have issues in this marriage, our first point of call will not be working out. It will be, let's sit down and work this out. Then you can say you are safe. But if the person's first point of call is working out, from the relationship, you know, if people have a little problem, what's the first thing the person does? Does the person say that's the end? They're not interested there. It's a signal to you of what is possible in the future.
Yeah.
So you have to be careful. Secondly, is find out what traumas are they dealing with in their lives. Because a lot of people are going through traumas. Like they have a lot of emotional scars. Some from family, some from relationships they're coming out from. People that have gone through abuse. People who maybe their parents have been separated, or they are coming from the place of divorce also, or single parentage. All these things. If so, the dynamics, you have to really understand where that person is coming from, because these things affect how the person operates as an adult. And if you don't try to understand it and say, okay, has this person healed from their traumas? Are they a wholesome person? One of the things we always tell people is you're looking for somebody to complete you. No. You need to be a complete person before you come into a relationship. The idea is to complement. You find somebody who you can complement each other, not somebody to complete yourselves. No. When you come, that means there's a broken piece. That's what you're saying. And 2 broken people shouldn't be together in the first place. No reason, because if you have one whole person and one broken person, the broken person will always damage the whole person. That's just the truth. It's just like when your Bible says bad company corrupts good manners. Why didn't he say good company is going to influence bad manners? It's because the negative has a stronger tendency to influence than the good part. So that's why you have to look at these things carefully as somebody who is single, and where is the person coming from? If simple things, there are simple character that you just see in a person, you know that this person, no matter what you do in a relationship with this person, there is bound to be issues like this and that. So make these observations and see, and really tell yourself the truth. Love is not an emotion. I tell people this. People always believe that love is an emotion. It's not an emotion. You might have all the feelings and all that, but love is not an emotion. Love is a commitment. There is no place, even when you see the true definition of love, if we are taking it from the context of what the scripture tells us. If you check all those things that love is love in that you see in Corinthians 13, 1 Corinthians 13, none of those words there is emotional. Love is kind, love is patient, love is what?
Self-control.
Self control, all those things. When you look at those things, none of it is emotional. All those things are action words. They are words that have to do with your ability. It builds, they are words that has to do with character. So until you have understood and you have built that you are committed to character development, that's when you can love somebody. If not, you will forget it. Anything we'll speak, we can speak all our grammar and all the high heavens. We believe that all is well. It's not about flowers. It's not about gifts. It's not about all those things. Those things are, they are just an addition. It's what makes it good. It's what makes us feel good, and all that. But the main thing is the main thing. No matter where we want to carry it, it won't change with any generation. No generation can redefine love. It doesn't matter what generation you're coming from. You can never redefine love. It's as good as it's cast on stone, and no matter who comes, it will still be, love will be what it is. And if you fail to understand it, you will get into a lot of trouble. And at the end, it will depend on how much you are willing to suffer in your lifetime for the sake of building a family with somebody.
Wow. So, wow, it's been a lot. I have just the last question before I let you go. Just and it's a personal question. It's if you even tell me no, I'll be no, voila, it's fine, But I'm grateful for R4M. I'm grateful for Ready for Marriage platform. It helps you to be diplomatic. But if it was a different platform, presenters can be crazy. You pro. You go to the east side, they say, guy, calm down. They want to ask personal questions because the media thrives on negativity. That's what sells. So I have just one question before I let you go. But guys, if you're watching, I really hope you're learning. And please do also to share this video. So the last question I have for you is a personal question. Is from the things you've learned, perfection comes from imperfection because we keep practicing and making mistakes. Now you're definitely a better person. Definitely. Looking in retrospect. So my question is, do you think, and I'm asking because I know men, I have some in my church who are that way. Do you think you would want to still get married? Or would you want to just be a life coach? Coaching people on relationship? Or do you think you want to give it another shot, considering what you've gone through?
For me, I definitely am somebody who loves family, so it's not even something that I'm thinking twice about. I would definitely remarry. One that is, I don't live life because of what has happened, and then you just get stuck in a particular time continuum like that. No, life is meant to be lived. So why will I now, because of one bad experience, I will now say no, I'm not going. No, it doesn't make any sense. It's just like me. It means I'm not living that place, and it doesn't make any sense at all. I believe that there are good people. There is somebody that you will be able to build a life with and you'll be happy with and all that. So I don't give up. If that is the case, then life will not be worth living. If all of us keep saying because we had one bad experience or another and then we don't move on, no. I would surely, I know.
So, people, we can live bad experiences because life is meant to be lived. Awesome. Thank you so much. Thank you so much, Mr. Jamilu. I mean, I've enjoyed just talking with you. And this is not me just trying to hype, but is the truth. It's what I sense talking with you. I could actually sense peace, you know, listening to you. I could sense peace. And it has nothing to do with your charisma, but I could sense peace. And my prayer for you as a person is that as you journey, as you keep living, as you keep making impact, that people would enjoy this peace that you carry. Whether or not, sometimes you don't feel it, sometimes you feel it, but it's there and it's beautiful. Well, I want to say on behalf of the staff and management of R4, I want to say a very big thank you for your time. We really don't take it for granted, sir. So what would you like to say to viewers out there and also get to share your social media handles? Yeah, so we can reach you you said you're an author also. Let's be able to access your materials.
So thank you very much. I want to first of all say thank you to Prolific and thank you to the team at R4M. You guys are doing a wonderful work. Thank you for really the work you're putting in here. I can't say how much. You might not know what you are really doing. It's like you're planting little seeds. You might not be seeing the harvest immediately, but only time will reveal. And I trust that people should keep at the plan. It will get difficult sometimes. I can assure you that I know what it means to build things. I really know. So I know how sometimes you will not see results. Could be for years, but just keep building. Honestly, don't stop. No matter what, even if it take you 10 years, 20 years, you're not seeing anything, you're not feeling as if anything is moving. You are the one who is feeling like something is not moving, but I guarantee you something is moving, you don't know. You just might not be seeing it. The problem with our society is that we have this celebrity mentality where we want to be hyped. And because of when we're not seeing that hype, we tend to believe things are not happening or we're not making impact. No. You could be making impact without anybody applauding you. Are you going to be satisfied with that? Yeah, I tell people, if nobody's clapping for you, are you going to still be doing what you're doing? When you can answer in the affirmative to this question, I'm telling you, you're going to go places. Sometimes you might not even know the impact you have made until when you have exited Earth.
Sure.
Truly. So what are you going to continue? So that's the encouragement I will leave you guys with, and I will say, don't stop, no matter what it takes. Keep at it, and one day you'll read your story, either here on Earth or when you're beyond. So I will say, for me, if you just search my name on social media, you'll find me. Yes, if you can't find me, it's temporary. But I'm available on social media, Facebook, I'm on Twitter, on Instagram. Just search my name, you locate me. I'm more active on my Facebook. For those who have my number, I also use it as my status. I upload certain things I feel maybe I want to share with people. So these are all about my Facebook. Mostly, you will get a lot of value and content. I have a page also apart from my personal Facebook.
So
This
it's
thing.
Jamilu?
Yeah, you see Jamilu Gorazala Damutum. I have my three names in
Topingampo?
blue. Yeah,
Topingampo?
my names are in full
If I'm
there.
Kurobo man, now it's new
Yeah,
challenge.
but if you type Jamilu Damutum, my Damutum is a quite unique name, so
Yeah.
you were not too many apart from my siblings. But if you see mine, Jamilu, that is Gorazala Damutum. My page is the reversal of the names, just Gorazala Jamilu Damutum. So once you try, you always find me. So at any time, I'm available to share with you, have a discussion, if it's one on one and all. Like, we have something we are starting with a few young people. It's just like, just like what you do, Love Lounge like this. By 25th of this month is the first thing. With just a few young people, they'll be in my house. They're coming to my house. It's going to be an all-night session, just from
Can they
Friday.
come and look for why?
It's
Or
not this.
that married
They are
people?
quite young. Not they're not married people.
Ah,
They are
they're too
quite young,
young.
like very very young people. Between 15 24 for now. I have another project that's called the Firstborn Project, just where I will gather firstborns for us to actually interact. I'm a firstborn, so I know some challenges we face as firstborn. So I want to use it as an encouragement platform. But for that one, is to be able to. It's called Life, Purpose, and Pursuit of Happiness, where I want to be able to share with young people. They will just get to interact, see me in my environment, my home, ask me questions about anything in life. In fact, there's going to be a conversation driven by them. That's what I want. And I just want them to be able to see, okay, I believe I have something that I should be able to share to help them get their lives on track where they are not and where they are doing encouragement to do more. So we'll share tea with them over the course of the night. We'll see a movie, an educational movie, maybe for 2 hours,
I'm 24.
and then we discuss with them. That's all, just like that, and with time. And I plan to keep them every month, to host them every month, once a month, for the next 6 months. And after the 6 months, I will discharge all of them to go on and go and do something. But they have access to me after that 6 months. For one-on-ones, my phone is available to them any time of the day. They feel like talking about something, but just let them have a feel that apart from their parents, you know, they have somebody that they can trust, they can talk to. And I would love to be there for them. That's just what I want to do. It's my way of trying to give back. Somebody invested in me. That's why you see the person that I am, what I've become. Somebody actually invested in me, so I can't thank them enough. And this is my way of also trying to give back and encourage other people. Because some things you can't get from your immediate family, no matter how much they try, they are good for you, but you need somebody, an external influence, so that you see. Because sometimes we get to find out too late that all the things that our parents are saying, they are right. It's only when we have children of our own, we now begin to see that all those things, we just didn't like the tone they were using to say it, you know. So sometimes you need some of those external influence to be able to help you better. So that's just about it. And thank you very much once again for having me. I'm delighted to be here. I think this is the beginning of great friendship, and I trust we'll see ourselves more. We can interact. It mustn't be on a podcast anytime. Uh, Thank you very much.
Thank you so much. Thank you, viewers. It's been a very interesting convo, and we trust that you have learned a thing or two. This is the R4M Studios. I want to say, please do well to share, to like, to subscribe, so that other people can get to watch this. And just like he also said, do well to reach out to him on social media and ask any question, and have access to his books also on social media. Thank you so much, sir. Thank you. Thank you for watching.